In this video, I'm going to very quickly show you how to craft the jet gun inside of Liberty Falls and Black Ops 6 Zombies. This jet gun is required to go through the main Easter egg of Liberty Falls and a lot of the side Easter eggs as well. To start off, you need to find the crafting station, which can actually be found right in the spawn area inside of the motel. Follow the pathing I'm showing you at the motel, and once you get to a certain level of the motel, a door is going to bash open and a ton of zombies are going to rush you. Deal with all these zombies, and inside of this room, you're actually going to see the jet gun partially created. What you're obviously going to have to do at this point is find the different components to actually complete crafting the entire jet gun. Part number one is going to take you to two separate locations. Go to the location on the map that I'm showing you, which is actually going to be a flower shop just to the right of Speed Cola. Interact with this small hose and you're going to be able to take the top part of this hose, which you need to use inside of the bowling alley. Now inside of the bowling alley, you're looking for a white panel. Once you see this white panel, all you have to do is go up to the panel and melee it. You will then be able to place the water valve into this particular location, and all you're going to have to do is turn this for a certain amount of time. Keep in mind that you will be rushed by a lot of different zombies, not just the ones that are normally spawned during the round that you're on. This meter will also start to go down if you don't interact with it within a certain amount of time since your last interaction with it. So if you're doing this solo, it is going to be a little difficult and it's going to take you a lot of time. Just stick with it. It will eventually reach the top part of the water pressure meter. Once this water pressure meter gets to the very top, you're actually going to see the valves on this water pressure pop off. This is going to be your first part of the jet gun. For the second part, you're going to need a mangler cannon. There's a couple different ways you can get a mangler cannon. You can craft it at a crafting bench for a certain amount of salvage, or you can actually shoot it off of a mangler inside of the higher rounds. However you end up getting a mangler cannon doesn't matter as long as you have one in your inventory, and make your way over to the radio house, which is in the top right section of this entire map. Use the cannon to bust down the door, and inside you're going to see a couple different piles of random items that you need to go and sort through. What you're looking for is actually a bunch of wiring that is going to pop out of one of these random stacks of items. Now the wiring hasn't popped out of the same exact pile for me every time I've done this, so you might as well try every single stack until it does pop out for you. But now that you have the wires, let's move on to the final piece to craft the jet gun. For this final piece, you need to make your way to the graveyard, which is going to be right next to the church. Now what you want to do is just start slaying zombies until a very particular zombie, a named zombie, spawns. This zombie is actually going to be called the Gravekeeper, and he's going to look exactly like this. All you have to do is slay this guy and you're actually going to have a set of keys drop from his body. Once you have these keys in your inventory, make your way to the house that's just down the street from the graveyard and church. This set of keys actually goes to a small shed in the back right next to a car. It's just seeming that it doesn't have anything important about it, and I think that's kind of the idea. Interact with the door, and once the door opens, you will actually see the handbrake item, which is going to be your final piece to actually crafting the jet gun. Return back to the motel in the particular room where you see the crafting table with the jet gun. Interact with it and you will be able to get a free jet gun, which is fantastic. Of course, you can get this out of the mystery box. You can also get it using very specific gobble gums, but this is a way that you can guarantee getting it. The jet gun is super powerful. I honestly think it's kind of OP, which is fantastic, and it doesn't break like we had with the original jet gun. When you use it after a while, you had to remake it. It drags in a ton of zombies, eliminates them immediately, and you can pull items that are in the air, such as certain power-ups that may spawn in the air, back down to you, which is super helpful. Now this gun also is required to do the full Easter egg for Liberty Falls, so keep that in mind as you go into Liberty Falls if you are trying to do the main Easter egg. But overall, I hope you guys found this walkthrough guide helpful. If you did, make sure to hit that like and subscribe buttons down below so I know that you did, and let me know how your Liberty Falls Easter egg hunting goes. I'll catch you guys in the next video.